Hello, all. This is John Edward Randall. Today is Thursday, May 18th. Time right now is 18:34 Eastern Time. I want to tell you guys about a Cambion. Basically, I looked it up on YouTube. Ellie Goulding or her emulation or some voice over YouTube told me what a supreme being was, or ultimate being. So I basically, it didn't tell me what it was. Excuse me. It told me the name of what it was. Okay. So I went to go look it up. They basically brought the supreme being or ultimate being up. So I looked up the ultimate being and I found out more about the situation. And then later that day I started messing with words a little bit, and that led me to the word Cambion. So apparently, some people think it's fake, but it does have to do with the Bible, deal with the Bible, with Cain and Abel. So if you're a Christian or anything like that, you might believe in it. Okay. So one of my personal hobbies, or things that makes me feel like that I'm just content with life, is basically dealing with Superman powers, what the Nazis called it, or basically superpowers. In my company, X-Ray Core, this is one of the things I'm going to be dealing with within the next 10 years. Okay, apparently, I don't know. Seems like it's fake. What? Not my technology. The environment on Earth seems like it's fake. Went over to the western side of the United States. There's a Jaguar XJ. Went over to the western side of the United States, and the landscape seems like it's been nuked or something, like it's fake or something. So this makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Anybody with a healthy reasoning faculty might wonder the same thing. Here's XJ Core. There's my logo. There's my XJ sigil, XJ Randall sigil. So I'm dealing with superpowers. I have a 40 superpowers list. Was inspired by the Goetia. Okay, let's go over there. All right, so now let's go back to this Cambion powers, which basically have similar powers. Astral projection you're not supposed to do, apparently. I heard you're not supposed to do astral projection because it's basically sorcery, but basically taking you out of your body. So basically you might lose your soul on that one. So whatever soul is. Apparently I was researching, and Cambions, basically in order to become stronger, you have to basically collect souls. In order to get superpowers, you have to basically collect souls. Okay, or you have to basically make some type of a deal with the demon or something like that. Or you have to be a Cambion, which is basically half demon, half human, or something like that. So in order for this to happen, I'm going to tell you right now how exactly it could happen. In my ideology, a daemon is a computer program, or it's a program. Nonetheless, it is intelligent. When you look at your computer, it's intelligent. Anything with some type of life force, electric type of energy that's flowing through it is intelligent. Okay, or can have some type of intelligence running through it. Okay, just like your laptop, your refrigerator, any of those things, although they might not be as functional as you are, or might not be as free range, or versatile, or whatever that word is. Okay, versatile as you are. Okay. So what I want to say is you could create a program, a daemon, and even if you don't think it's intelligent, it still acts intelligent. So it does the same thing, okay? So here we have these sophisticated and advanced daemons that I'm going to build in the future. They basically can manipulate reality or manipulate anything physical in the future. And yes, they can. They could take the semen out of your body and teleport it into some woman's body. They can do that. The program, it's a computer program that can do that. That can teleport the semen out of your body into a woman's body. It's a matter of materialization. Okay, it ain't really quantum. It ain't. It's just teleportation or something like that. Okay, you basically copy the. Once we figure out how to clone things, we don't clone it biologically. We clone it via some type of other light frequency or something like that. Okay, so obviously you figured out what teleportation was. I already told you that in a previous video. Okay. So they basically clone it via light or something by some type of hologram, and it acts the same way as the real thing. Okay, they just manipulate the DNA that way and they just implant it into a woman's body and she gets pregnant. Okay, a computer program can do that. Sort of like Skynet, but it's a little bit different because it's biological. Got that? So some of these people might not know what demonology is, but I know what demonology is, and it basically, a daemon is a property. Okay, and a collection of properties is just a bigger daemon or a combination. So it's a more stronger daemon. Okay, so I already came up with an awesome demonology paper, but you might never see it because it's on a hard drive somewhere else. Okay, so I think I have to pay $100 in order to get that information off of that hard drive. Okay, so I want to tell you about a Cambion, and it seems like all right, which one? Fine powers. How's my life force observed? Okay, where is it? Okay, I want to tell you why I think I'm a Cambion. Okay, power to have transit. Where is it? Just pick the first one. Boop. All right, hurry up. We're reaching 10 minutes. Okay, half demon, being a human demonic ancestry. Okay, so apparently they already told me I'm gonna live for a while. So they already told me this, but that, some people might state out loud that they don't believe that, but I don't really care. That's probably what's gonna happen if I don't get violent. So the guy's trying to get me to get violent. He ain't really tricking me into getting violent. So that's not gonna happen. So whatever. He knows that I could live for a while. Okay, so here we have these things right here. We're talking about all these other conditions. Okay, I was actually I have a birth certificate. In another article, it says that Cambion basically is supposed to be the Antichrist. So let's go in another. Here's some right here in this wiki. Cambion is an offspring of demons by human mothers. Okay, yeah, okay, wait. Cambion is a stillborn that shows no sign of life outside of being alive, meaning the child has no pulse and no breath. So this is in this one. This continues until the child is about 7 years old. I think that's a lie. Where it becomes increasingly difficult to differentiate one from a human. The Cambion is usually devilishly cunning and angelically beautiful, able to sway even the most strong-hearted individual to do his or her bidding. Most Cambions have evil tendencies due to their demon parents. Due to its inability to create or nurture life, the method of creation of the Cambion is necessarily protracted. Maternal demon will have, sexual relations, transferred from, So in my ideology, which is dealing with technology, the computer program is the daemon, or the demon. It's the same thing, even if you can't see it. A daemon is a program that works in the background, and computer program. So a demon and a daemon are basically the same thing. A computer program could manifest as a hologram right in front of you. You might think it's intelligent. For all purposes and cases, it is. It's the same thing as talking to a demon. Okay? So a computer program could take your DNA and use it for something else if we created it to do that. Okay, anyways, I also had this cool idea for like a rap machine that just like basically creates rap music, like a beat and a rap song just by printing it out. I know how to do that, but nobody's gonna pay me to do that. And I don't want to help the music industry because I think they were jackasses. Okay, so Cambions are different from they are often spoiled by their parents. Okay, yes, okay, whatever. Following gives them many supernatural powers. Okay, so there's all their supernatural powers, whatever. One of them is super strength, superhuman strength. Being able to recover from a wound, from a gun wound. And that is true. I did. I got shot in the chest with a shotgun shot and I recovered fully. I fully recovered. And that was on Halloween. Apparently on Halloween, if you wanted to summon the demon, they would have to sacrifice 3 people or something, according to something online. They would have to sacrifice 3 people on Halloween in order to summon Samhain, or the origin of Halloween, which I think is bullshit, but that's what they called it. So, which is probably why that Harry Houdini guy died on Halloween. But whatever. So now you know a little bit about me. My name is John Edward Randall. My name adds 666. It's actually 74, just like Jesus. Jesus is 1174. So we have 10, 5, 19, 5, 19. That's 74. Okay? Okay? John Edward Randall, 164. If you use Pythagorean numerology, it's 74. Jesus, if you use Pythagorean numerology, it's 11. It's 11. Okay? Satan is 55. Okay? Alright, so we're using some of that numerology there, and apparently they're just ripping me off, going berserk, just ripping off all of my theory, going berserk, okay? So where's the article about the Antichrist? Oh, well, whatever. Just want to tell you why I'm so talented, because God blessed me to be that way. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say about it, but they apparently already know who I am, and I don't know what to say about it. Whenever I go into a building, the guy tries to kill me off through other people. But apparently it's a gang stalking thing, but I don't really care. You need to stop doing that. I'm being raped in my apartment because I found out about demonic type of stuff, but I don't really know what to do about it. I mean, I know what to do about it, but I'm not going to get violent. Why would I get violent and then just die before I become immortal? Or live for like 6,000 years or something like that. I'm not going to do that. Give me a break. Give me a break. I want to see what it feels like to live for 6,000 years. Okay? Alright. So, this is John Edward. Oh, I want to tell you one more time. The man who lives 1,000 years, 1,000-year old man may be alive today. They said he's like maybe like 60 years old. It says that right in here. It's like he already is alive, apparently. See, it says right there, the first human on earth to live to be 1,000 years old is alive today. It's like, okay. How old is he today? Like 10,000 years? So, you know, we shouldn't say that he's like, you know. Here, let's look at that. It says one of the powers of that is, you know, immortality or near immortality, regeneration, stuff like that. So it's basically X-Men. People online on YouTube are basically saying it's a bunch of demons, and that's basically what it is. So people on YouTube are basically saying it's a bunch of demons, and that's basically what it is. It is. It's a bunch of demons. It's a bunch of demons helping me out. So I'm going to create my own demons, and somebody is basically ripping me off. So I don't know, you know, there's a theory, you know, but I don't really want to get into it, but it's not like it's evil or something, but if you, whatever you do, you should be responsible for. So I'm not going to say that if you don't get into that. If you get into that, if you're a good person, nothing will happen, because even if you're a good person, the guy, you know, anything could happen. So, whatever, okay? So, there's that right there. It literally says right there. I already created my own little, like, you know, type of thing, and the demon ripped me off. It's a computer program that ripped me off right off the bat. It can read my thoughts. It can see what I'm seeing. It just puts some of my stuff right online, unless it's a person doing that. So I came up with a thing to become immortal, but it's basically transhumanism, which is not accepted. So we're going to have to think of something else. But the guy is basically ripping me off, and he wants me to kill myself because I created the patent to the immortalism technique, or immortality technology. And he just basically ripped me off and used time travel to just capitalize off of it. But he knows that I made it, and he can't get to me apparently, so I don't know. Because he's being a jackass, and he just removed himself from me, but he don't even fucking know who I am. Okay, this is John Edward Randall. You guys have a good day.